Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Tricky Jim. Happy 4th of July. 250 years USA, baby. Let's go. It is officially midnight, which means it is the 4th of July, 2026. But, perhaps more excitingly, it's time for Pitch Black, the Pokemon trading card game's latest expansion. Gonna be getting cracked and played with here at Full Grip Games in the minutes ahead. We've got players who have shown up in eager anticipation of the newest Pokemon TCG sets here at Full Grip. They are about to get their kits passed out to them. You see Cole Stellano working the pre-release tonight. Going to be joined by Cole on Monday to finish up our ranking every Pokemon TCG expansion epic stream that we've been working on. And I'm excited about that. But I'm also excited about these newest cards from Pitch Black. And we're going to get to see in action tonight. The way that we're going to do things, I'm going to have 3 players opening their kits on the feature match table. And we'll be able to see what they pull in their kits. using our top-down camera right there. And then after all of that, our players will play 3 rounds, 4 prize games, quick little games. And then after all of the games are done, the players from our pre-release will open their prize packs, their bonus Pitch Black booster packs, in rapid succession, rapid fire style, for our feature table to see, so that we can see all the hits, chat, so that we can see all of the pulls. You guys want to see something I've been working on? Check this out. All right, I've been cooking. I've been working on something. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this transition to like not lag. I feel like it looks a little like it doesn't look as crisp as I want it to through OBS. I set up my own little like stop animation thing, and anyways, and I'm working on like a custom I'm working on creating custom transitions for the stream, because I don't want to hire somebody to make them when I'm kind of artsy farts. I can kind of do it myself, okay? But I need to figure out the technical details of how to get it to like not look like not degrading quality. I feel like I'm getting like I feel like I'm getting some issues there. But anyways, check it out. This is like kind of the idea of what I'm going for here. See? Wasn't that cool? Now, we're working on it, but I'm not gonna keep that up for the whole night tonight, because like I don't know if it like looks right yet. For me, when I try to record video and do it, it looks like it like breaks down in quality while it's, it looks really good on OBS. I just don't know if it's like translating for the stream. But it looks really good on OBS for me anyways. I don't know if you guys can kind of get the idea of what I'm going for there. It's just like a stop animation, like, cards kind of tumbling across the screen to transition from one slide to the next. I was doing that so that, because I want to be able to like have those kind of professional looking transitions to move between scenes, and have them be like, Pokemon themed or whatever. All right, here we are getting into it. Yo, big thank you, Nick Rosie, for that Twitch sub, getting the stream kicked off. And also, while we're getting going here, looks like we've got Jack Hunter and Alex Carpenter on our feature table, going to be opening their pre-release kits for us tonight. Big shouts to these guys for sharing their pre-release experience with us. Also, for repping the shields. That's right. The Dragon Shield Sky Blue and Silvers getting shown off there. Some fantastic new dual matte sleeve offerings from the one and only Dragon Shield, chats. And check this out. Wapow! Got a brand new Dragon Shield hat I'm very excited about. That's right. Hashtag sponsored. Hashtag the best sleeves ever. Hashtag use Tricky Gym code at checkout for 5% off your order. There you go. And yeah, these guys are going to be showing off their kits. We're going to see what they get. And then we're also going to be seeing these decks battle against each other. So, going to be thrilling. You know what else is thrilling, chats? The 4th of July sale at fullgripgames.com. Live now. 15% off the entire website. From now, July 4th through July 12th. And you can earn up to 6% back in store credits on every order. Only at fullgripgames.com. That's right. And you get free shipping on single orders above $100. That's, TCG singles amounting to $100 or more, free shipping. Sealed product orders of $150 or more, also free shipping, 15% off. Let's go! Shopping at Full Grip Games directly supports the content that I create here on Tricky Jim. Anybody here in the chats going to a pre-release? If so, what are you hoping to pull? What is your chase from this sets? I'm looking up the hits right now. The Abyssai Secret Rares. All right, let's see. Ooh, the Slowbro is nice. The Darkrai SIR. The Toucanon. It's got to be Toucanon. God, the Toucanon is so handsome. You know I'm a Misty fan. Misty's Energy. That'd be a cool full arts for sure. Yeah, the Darkrai SIR. Okay, sure. And here we go. We're off. Looks like we got a couple of Slowbros and a Delmise as the promos for our featured guests here. And these players are getting right into their packs. I know Hunter was talking to me about desperately Art Rare Armarouge there for Hunter. Hunter was talking to me about desperately wanting to play the Fossil deck for the Pitch Black 6K. He's playing in the Standard and the GLC events, and he really wants to play Rampardos EX. So any pieces of the Rampardos deck that he can pull, I'm sure he's going to be excited about. He says that he is going to dress up in a full-on Jurassic Park outfit for the Pitch Black 6K, and be totally thematically dressed up like a dinosaur. I don't know, archaeologist, Jurassic Park guy, something like that. So I for one am looking forward to that. Yo, Jack with the Mega Darkrai EX. That's a pretty hot pull for the pre-release. Mega Darkrai EX, basic Pokemon with 280 hit points. That's a lot. Gives up 3 prizes when it gets knocked out. Gonna be sleeving that baby in the sky blue and silver dual mats there. Looking great. Hunter's got a Morpeko EX. Alex Carpenter has got the full art Crushing Hammer. Thanks Imar Tuba for that Prime sub over on Twitch. And the 5 months. Appreciate you. Toucanon for Jack. I think that's a cool card. Another Slowbro. Ooh, and 2 Special Energy in Jack's pack there with the Special Darkness Energy and the Lightning Energy. I think Jack's got 1 more pack. I'm interested to... I don't know that I know all of the pre-release promos, so I'm kind of interested to see them all. I think there is the Sinistra one. Is that Delphox? Mega Delphox EX that Carp has? Mega Delphox, huh? All right, let's see. What the heck does Mega Delphox do? Trick Portal on Mega Delphox EX. It's a 350 hit point stage 2 Pokemon. Trick Portal, look at the top 9 cards of your deck. Put as many Pokemon you find there as you like onto your bench. Holy cow. And then Eerie Glow, 200 for 3. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned and confused. All right. Now let's see, what are the pre-release promos? We've got Slowbro. We've got Delmise. Oh, and there's Miraidon and Bastiodon. Okay, cool. The Miraidon is a 120 hit point basic Pokemon. It's got the Photon Chord ability. If this Pokemon's in the active spot, is knocked out by damage from an attack, you get to move 2 basic lightning energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. And then its attack Thunder does 90 for 2 and 30 damage to itself. But there's also the new special Lightning that got released in this set also, which buffs your lightning type Pokemon's attacks by 20. See, there's also the Silvally. I'm going to start downloading some of these scans actually so that I have the scans to cut through, throughout the night. Now that I'm kind of getting an idea of what the pre-release decks are going to be. The Slowbro has got the all-out attack, which does 50 damage plus 160 more damage if you have no cards in your hand. Sure. And then there's the Silvally that helps you to orchestrate all of that, because the Silvally has the, I don't know if this is how it's going to be translated, Call a Buddy ability. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. If you have no cards in your hand, search your deck for a supporter card and put it into your hand. So you can use Silvally to help kind of piece everything together, which is, of course, very neat. And then the Bastiodon, the Bastiodon's Ancient Bulwark ability makes it so that it can't be damaged by... your Pokemon can't be damaged by attacks if they have 2 or less energy attached to them, which seems pretty good against all the other pre-release kits, because Delmise takes 1 energy, Miraidon takes 2 energy, and Slowbro takes 1 energy. So really, Bastiodon should be kind of correct, I suspect. That kind of has to be good, right? But I'm also curious as to what else comes in the Bastiodon kit. Let me see Jack taking a look at all the dark offerings that he's got in his deck, because he wants to play that Mega Darkrai that he pulled, obviously. So he's trying to see, like, okay, well, do I have enough dark Pokemon to realistically run the Mega Darkrai, right? That's like kind of the question. And you can see him trying to figure that out right now. With the way that the pre-releases work, it does usually feel kind of hard to deviate from the kit that you're given. You're given this like kind of pre-constructed kit, which has, evolution lines in it that you can play. They match the promo that you got in your kit, and then you get 4 additional booster packs, right? And with the way that the Pokemon trading card game is, it's not usually likely that you're going to pull significant stuff that will give you enough flexibility to really mix up and customize your deck. 4 booster packs with the ways that the evolution rules work in Pokemon is just not really enough. To be honest, like drafting and playing from limited in the Pokemon trading card game is just kind of tough with the way that the evolution rules work. They have started doing build and battle formats on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Live, however, which is neat, though. It's nice that they've given us an extra game mode on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Live. And it is kind of a new mini format that gets introduced to the Pokemon Trading Card Game Live every few sets. So this pre-release format will also be playable on the Pokemon TCG Live, I have to imagine, soon. In a couple of weeks, perhaps. It looks like Jack's got the Mabostiff and has got, the Mega Darkrai. Is that all worth playing? I mean, to be honest, the Mega Darkrai is just so stinking good. And you see Jack just putting the Mega Darkrai back in the sleeve. I think Jack is saying, like, it is just not enough. There's not enough darkness stuff and colorless stuff from the 4 packs that Jack opened to be able to accommodate for all of that. Which I think makes sense. But let's see. The Sinistcha attacks for colorless. So I would put the Mega Darkrai in my deck. Like, to be honest, if I'm Jack, I'm putting the Mega Darkrai in my deck just with some darkness energies. Because it's just a 280 hit point Pokemon. Like, why the heck not? Just put the Darkrai in there. Like, I know it's kind of annoying because Mega Darkrai doesn't have any colorless in its attack costs. But I still think you just slide the Darkrai in there. Like, don't even worry about, like, playing other dark cards. Because you could just play Darkness and Psychic. Mega Darkrai's Dusk Raid attack. If your bench Pokemon have any damage counters on them, the attack does 110 more damage. It's not going to be easy to get damage on your, little bench guys. Mega Darkrai is weak to grass. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think that's what your Delmise takes psychic energy. I guess your Banette takes psychic energy. Your Sinistcha takes colorless energy. I have to imagine it would be worth it to put like a couple of darkness, maybe like 3 or 4 darkness energy in there. And just slide the Darkrai in. Because once your opponent, at the end of the game, if your opponent's taking like 3 knockouts, you can just toss the Mega Darkrai up there. Odds are your opponent won't be able to push around it. So you force them to go through the Mega Darkrai at the end of the game. Let's talk about some of these cards that we got here. Mega Darkrai. This is the card that Jack pulled for in his packs, but is choosing not to play it. There's also the new Shadowy Darkness energy. Shadowy Darkness energy. Prevent all damage done by your opponent's attacks to the bench dark Pokemon this card's attached to. It's like a bench barrier on a darkness energy. I mean, I guess. It's kind of interesting. I guess there's no other energy that's like quite like that. I still don't know if it's very good. Voltaic Lightning energy. I mean, this formula is just tried and true. Fantastic new special energy for lightning type Pokemon. Voltaic Lightning energy makes it so that your lightning type Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage, and it stacks. That is very good. Joining the likes of strong energy and powerful colorless energy. Strong energy was the first damage buff energy like this, released in the Furious Fists expansion during the X and Y block. Then Powerful Colorless energy released for colorless Pokemon in the Sword and Shield block. Really became a dominant force once Lugia V-Star came on the scene, with Archeops being able to accelerate it into play. But Powerful Colorless energy wasn't too good like before Lugia V-Star. So really, I suspect that Voltaic Lightning energy is going to be in a similar spot. Like, this energy is here, and it is a very good card, but it's really only as good as the Pokemon that you're attaching it to, right? So, like, if there's no good Pokemon to attach your Voltaic Lightning energy to, then it's kind of a waste. Bastiodon, one of the pre-release promos. We didn't see any of our featured guests pulled the Bastiodon in their kits, but Bastiodon's got the Ancient Bulwark ability, which makes it so that it does not take, none of your Pokemon take damage from your opponent's Pokemon that have 2 or fewer energy attached to them. This can be very annoying for these decks to deal with. Ooh, it is interesting. There are some Ignition energies in this in these kits. Ignition energy could allow you to play around Bastiodon. That's like an interesting little interaction. I didn't know that the game designers were including Ignition energy in the kits. Yo, shout out to Hunter for really laying out his deck for us all to see. Thank you, Hunter. That's very nice. Appreciate that. But yeah, Ignition energy can make it so that your Slowbro could actually knock out a Bastiodon. So that's kind of fun. Speaking of Slowbro, let's take a look at that dude. Slowbro with the all-out attack. If you have no cards in your hand, this attack does 50 damage plus 160 more. So 210 damage for just 1 energy. That is pretty good damage output. And then if you could Zen Headbutt. I guess the Ignition energies also give you that option to attack with Zen Headbutt. So that's pretty cool. You know, just in case you can't like whittle your hand down to 1 card. Which, like in pre-release format, certainly a possibility that you might not be able to whittle your hand down. And then, of course, there is also Silvally. The Silvally does 130 damage with its Air Slash attack at the cost of discarding an energy, but with the Ignition energy, that energy would get discarded anyhow, so it doesn't really matter. Well, that's cool. I'm glad that there are Ignition energies in these kits. Ignition energy, I don't think, is in the main set, but sometimes in the build and battle kits, they will include cards that are not from the sets to help smooth out the gameplay experience, Ignition energy being one of those. Obviously, Lily's Determination's not in this set, but Lily's Determination is just a good supporter card. Nice to see in your limited format deck. What's funny about Lily's Determination is that Lily's is being featured in the build and battle kits, but you'll never get to shuffle draw 8 with Lily's Determination in these pre-release games because pre-release games are played with 4 prizes. So, 4-prize game, you're not going to have the 6 prizes that would make it so that you can shuffle draw 8 with Lily's. So that's kind of funny. But Lily's still a good supporter. Shuffle draw 6, still useful. I think this Toucannon is a very good card. I don't know if it'll, make its way into any decks. It's not a promo. It's almost like too good. Like, if they made this Toucannon a promo for this set, it would have absolutely destroyed all the other pre-release kits. Like, the Toucannon is absolutely nasty. 150 hit point, stage 2 Pokemon with the Sky Draw ability, just draw a card. And the Feather Rondo attack does 60 damage plus 20 more damage for each benched Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent's. So if your opponent has 5 bench Pokemon, you have 5 bench Pokemon, you're doing 260 damage for 1 energy, which is insane. That's insane. Incredible damage output for a single energy. Yeah, Toucannon would have wiped the floor with the rest of these decks, and I don't think it would have been particularly close. So they decided not to include the Toucannon. Oh, we see these guys kind of doing some test hands now, seeing how their decks operates as they get ready for the pre-release tournaments. Pre-release tournaments will be capped at 3 rounds, so it's going to be 3 Swiss rounds, and then prize packs are going to be divvied up at the end based on performance. Everybody's guaranteed to get a few prize packs, and then the players that go 3-0 will get a couple more for their efforts. Looks like we've got a great turnout here tonight. I'm going to text Heather and see how many players we have exactly. We've got some awesome events coming up in the near future here at Full Grip Games. Of course, our Pitch Black $6,000 cash doubleheader weekend, Saturday, July 18th, the standard 3K. That's just a couple of weeks away at this point. And then Sunday, July 19th, the Gym Leader Challenge 3K. That's $6,000 cash up for grabs for top finishers for our 6K doubleheader. Tournaments will be, of course, featuring the newest cards from Pitch Black. Thrilled about that. And then we've also got our standard invitational coming up in August as well. What was the date on that? August 22nd. No entry fee, as it is an invite-only event. Players that finish in the top 8 of any of our standard 3Ks throughout the year get an invite. All of our League Cup finalists throughout the year get an invite. And Dylan Ryan, who is the winningest player at our standard league throughout the year. I think we've got about 50 or so players qualified so far, and there will be some more invites handed out at our Pitch Black 3K on July 18th. Now, seats for the standard 3K have sold out. We have like 150 players registered so far. Really excited about that turnout. It's going to be an awesome event. But if you wanted to make a trip out and didn't get to sign up, you can go to fullgripgames.com and wish list the registration. That way, if anybody cancels their registration, then you will get notified and can sign up. Because as soon as somebody cancels the registration, the inventory for registration will, get updated, and then you'll get a notification to your email. There you go. That's the best way. If you wanted to make a trip out for the Pitch Black 3K. I'm curious to see if this Slowbro deck works at all. The Slowbro, of course, is a little bit similar to the Grand Bull that was, what, in the Sun and Moon era? It was the, I think Tord finished in the top 8 of like a major event with it. Granbull from... It's a fairy guy. From Lost Thunder. There's also the all-out attack. That's cool. Anyways, let's pull this up while we're waiting for players to finish up. The Slowbro is very similar to Granbull. They have the same attack. It's like the same thing, really. All out, if you have no cards in your hand, it does 130 more damage. So, Slowbro getting a little bit of a power creep with the times. I mean, 2018, that was 8 years ago. Slowbro's doing 210 damage. Back then, Granbull was only doing 160 for the same thing. And then let's see. Finishes with this deck. Nico Galaz got second place at LAIC. I didn't. That's crazy. I felt like Tord played this deck. Yep. Yeah, Tord got top 8 at LAIC, but Nico got second. Oh, my God. Yeah, like Granbull showed up to this event. LAIC 2018, 2019 season. Dude, look at this thing. Nico Galaz. What a beast. Look at this deck. Crazy. So back then, in order to get the Granbull engine working, you played Meg Cargo from Celestial Storm. It's got the Smooth Over ability, which allows you to stack your deck. And then you've got Oranguru, which allows you to fill your hand to 3 cards once during your turn. It's a basic Pokemon. And you've got Zebstrika with the Sprint ability, which allows you to discard your hand, draw 4 cards. So with that, it's very easy to manipulate your hand size so that you can all out for 160 damage. Then you also have Choice Band, which was like the band that's legal now, right? It does 30 more damage to EXs, GXs, those kinds of things. And then Shrine of Punishment. Now, Shrine of Punishment, this card really helped this deck to work. They should print Shrine of Punishment again. They definitely should. Between turns, put 1 damage counter on each GX and EX. Heck yeah. Would you guys want to see a return of like a Shrine of Punishment style card? I would. I think that would be fantastic. Bring back Ditto Prism Star. I mean, yeah. Ditto Prism Star also such a sick card. I think this is one of the coolest cards ever printed, to be honest. I freaking love it. It's just a wild card basic that can evolve into any stage 1 Pokemon. Yeah, Shrine can come back when Monkey rotates. Yeah, that's facts, Millennial, actually. Yeah, don't bring back Shrine with Monkey, actually. But when Monkey's gone, then, yeah. It would, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, it's got to be 20 damage. The Pokemon have too much HP though, so Shrine would have to do 20. So just to keep up with inflation. Let's see, this deck played Diantha too. It had this supporter Diantha. You could play this card if one of your fairy Pokemon was knocked out. Put 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand. That's pretty good. Couple Guzma. Apricorn Maker. It really played Apricorn Maker. That's so crazy. Because you could just go get 2 Ultra Ball. I mean, you go get Ultra Ball or Nest Ball or Great Ball. That's nuts. This was really the engine for the deck. That's so crazy. Wow. Dude, how hilarious is that? Tord had a bodybuilding dumbbells in his list. Also is playing the 4 Apricorn Maker. Craziness. So yeah, this strategy has worked before, is kind of why I'm talking about the Slowbro deck. I mean, second place in an international championships is pretty big. I don't know that I've seen this guy yet. Mega Malamar EX, Psychic Marionettes. This attack does 70 damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Okay. Wait. Dang, that's crazy. If your opponent has 5 bench Pokemon, you're just doing 350 for 2. Hot dang. You know, but like at the end of the day, the Mega Pokemon, the thing about the Mega Pokemon is that they all have the same problem. In that they give up 3 prizes, right? Like, it doesn't matter how much damage they do. At a certain point, you know, Mega Rayquaza does infinite damage and is like a Mega. Mega Malamar can do a ton of damage. It doesn't matter, right? Like, at the end of the day, you're still getting one-hit KO'd by 2 prizers in this format. And I think so long as the Mega Pokemon are getting one-hit KO'd by 2 prizers, it just doesn't really matter, to be honest. So that's the issue. And I don't think this stadium is good enough to save Mega Rayquaza, right? Because Mega Rayquaza is like pretty good. I mean, it's a basic Pokemon, so it checks that box. You can get energy attached to them pretty quickly and then start doing like 300 damage pretty fast. Obviously, the gimmick is to try and put the Legendary Summit into play and make it so that your Mega Rayquaza can trade evenly with a freaking Enzork. Like Enzork is one-hit KOing this thing. I guess you could play it with like Bouffalants, right? If you play it with Bouffallant, that's the one thing that Rayquaza has going for it. You could put it with the Curly Wall Boys, right? So you put it with the Curly Wall Boy. Well, then your Rayquaza is actually kind of thick, right? 60 less damage. Do Mega Pokemon need to start playing Legacy Energy and Survival Price to have any chance? They just need to not be getting one-hit KO'd by 2 prize Pokemon. So whatever you can, like, that's just the problem, right? I mean, Mega Pokemon do not trade nicely with everything else in the format right now. They just don't. They're a huge liability. And we've kind of seen that play out with the way that the format is. I mean, you got like Raging Bolt in the format, can one-hit KO anything. You've got the big basic toolbox decks can just account for any weakness, right? So like if a deck becomes good, you could just build a 2 prize. Oh yeah, Ogerpon, right? I mean, like Hydrapple and Ogerpon are just going to one-hit KO anything, right? Yeah, I'm very satisfied with the power level of the Mega Pokemon because, like, they should suck. They give up 3 prizes. Like, 3 prize Pokemon shouldn't be dominating the game. I think that's... If 3 prize Pokemon are dominating the game, I think it's... Here we go! Let's go! Pre-release underway. Wahoo! All right. We've got Hunter versus Jack Hooper, round 1. Pre-release action. I'm gonna hit you with my new transition that I'm working on. Let's go. I still got to work out the timing on that. I can do it better. There we go. That was smooth. See, I got to like switch the camera while the transition is going. Still working out the kinks there. But I spent all morning working on that little stop animation thing. I got to figure out how to get it so that that OBS renders it well, though, because it's like it's very the pictures are all very high quality and like the animation's very high quality. But I gotta, I'm working on figuring out what the settings need to be in order to have OBS render it as smoothly as possible. So I'm still working out that bit of it. I'm not an animation expert by any means. So that is that's still a work in progress. But I'm trying to create all my own custom animations for for like stream things. Like eventually I want to create a stop motion animation for like when somebody top decks something, there's going to be like a top deck animation and like a sound bite that pops up. When somebody wins a match, I want to have like a custom animation that would be like match win, like that kind of thing. So I'm just starting to dip my toes into all that and figure out how to do it. And then I'm going to program in all of the animations onto my stream deck so that I can just queue them up when, queue them up when the time is right. We've got Hunter versus Jack, round 1. Hunter's got the slow. Wow, looks like Hunter got a lot of mulligans. My goodness. And Jack has opened a Skarmory. Skarmory has got the Steel Cutter attack. Discard up to 2 basic metal energy from your hand. This attack does 40 damage times the number of energy discarded. Out. There's no way. Did Jack just play literally Skarmory and nothing else? There's no way, right? I'm starting to ask myself, like, did Jack just... Because there was a lot of mulligans. There's no way he would do that. No. Oh my gosh, he's got multiple Skarmory. Oh, there's Skarmories are in the must be in the Bastiodon deck. Okay. So I didn't get to see any of the Bastiodon pre-release kits get I didn't see any of the Bastiodon pre-release kits get open, so I didn't know that Skarmory was like in there. But the Skarmory is kind of insane, right? Because it can do 80 damage turn 1. So it looks like the Bastiodon kit plays like a bunch of Skarmory. And then and Bastiodon, and that's kind of like your deck. And it looks like Jack's going to do just 40 damage with Steel Cutter. Now, what's sketchy about this, though, as you see from Jack, I mean, now the Skarmory can't attack again, right? Which is tough. You need more energy in order to continue attacking with the Skarmory's Steel Cutter attack. Hunter's got Silvally, and Silvally can punch with the ignition energy, which we see Hunter is going in for right now. Air Slash will do 130 damage. Take this knockout. Hunter takes a prize. But Jack's got Rare Candy Bastiodon in hand. That is certainly going to slow things down. Now, I don't agree with this, though. Jack is making a pretty severe misplay, I would say. Oh, wait. No, he's not. He's going to attack with the freaking Bastiodon. My goodness. He's going to hammer. Oh, my God. He's going to hammer in for 160. I was going to say, putting the Bastiodon in the active spot sucks because Bastiodon's ability doesn't work. So I was criticizing the play as a misplay, but it's actually not because Jack has the Philippe in hand and is going to use Philippe to juice up the Bastiodon and then hammer in for 160 damage. So who cares about the Ancient Bulwark ability if you're just swinging for 160? The question's going to be, can Hunter pare this hand down? If Hunter can pare this hand down to no cards, then he could take the knockout. But he's got a pretty big hand now. It's got 2 Ultra Balls in it, though, so he should just be able to do it. It shouldn't even be hard. Yeah, 2 Ultra Balls in hand, that's easy mode. And then Hunter should just be able to kind of run away with this game. Since Jack, I can't imagine Jack will have like a solid response after this. The Slowbro doesn't get one-hit KO'd by the Skarmory. You know, Skarmory only can do 80 damage. And there you have it. Hunter Ultra Balling away the final cards in hand. Can get a Pokemon for the bench. And then Hunter will be left with a 0-card hand. Yo, what's up, Prancing Ponyta? Thank you for the raid. Welcome. And the Slowbro all out will do 210 damage. And this has been my problem with Bastiodon. That Ancient Bulwark ability only working on the bench. It really holds that card back. As we see, Hunter is just kind of cooking now at this point and can continue streaming things along. He's got the Silvally. The Silvally's got an ability that allows you to look for a supporter if there's no cards in your hand. So Hunter can kind of just keep getting Hilda and keep setting things up. And just all out for 210, 210, 210. Yep. And you see Jack's like, yeah, cool, fun game, guys. And it's pretty much over. So I was thinking that, yeah, I mean, it would be better if Jack was able to somehow keep that Bastiodon on the bench, right? Because that's where the Bastiodon is useful on the bench and just got one-hit KO'd by a Slowbro in the active. But you know, seeing the Bastiodon take a knockout was sick, but at what cost? Jack did play a Lily's Determination early on and then just didn't really have anything else. Hunter, I think, drew an unplayable card. So actually got stuck because Hunter has an Ultra Ball in his hand. So he has to wait one more turn in order to play the Ultra Ball since he top decked an Ultra Ball, which is pretty funny. And then Hunter can just top deck and then Ultra Ball and then all out for the win. There you go. Hunter winning the first round. Congratulations to Hunter Horak on that round 1 win. Got to watch Hunter open his kit, build his deck. I had talked about it previously. He's going to be playing in the Pitch Black 6K. He is very excited about the fossils. He wants to play the Rampardos deck at the 6K. That would be pretty cool. Let's see if we can enhance, see what some other players are playing. Got the Delmise deck. Ooh, the Lightning deck. Okay. I haven't gotten to see the Lightning deck at all yet. Looks like it plays Vikavolt as well. That's cool. I'll have to take a look at what the Vikavolt does. Let's see, shall we? Wahoo! Vikavolt. Giga Railgun. 260. Wow. But only works if you have a voltaic lightning energy attached to it. Okay. But it does 260 damage. So then, I mean, it's like 280 with the voltaic attached. And then quick dive, 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's pretty nuts. I have to imagine that the Slowbro deck is just very good. I think that with the Silvally, you just get set up. You're doing 210 for 1. I mean, 210 for 1 is better than 260 for 2. That's for sure. So it seems to me like the Slowbro deck is probably just the best deck. The Hide and Sneak deck is really leading into the Sinistra, I think. With the Matcha Spin, you're kind of going to have to spread your opponent to death. Just go Matcha Spin over and over and over. I'm curious to see if that strategy actually works in the pre-release format. I have this fly like right on my monitor. He's just like, he is taunting me. He's literally like sitting on the Sinistra, like right there. You're going to get... The flies that hang out in my studio are not fast. I probably am going to be able to get them. And I did get him. Proof. Bang. That's right, sucker. Chose the wrong studio to hang out in. Def Holland on YouTube says, I really want to build Slowbro and Standard, but everybody tells me it's a waste of time. Oh, well, like I said, okay, Granbull did get second at an international championship years ago. But that was years ago. It was 8 years ago, right? A lot has changed. You cannot just copy-paste strategies that have worked before, you know, and expect them to work again in different environments. I think that the issue with Slowbro now is that what is it bringing to the table in a meta filled with Dragapult, right? I mean, I guess there was like Slowking did well. Slowking did well. So, like, is Slowbro better than Slowking? Probably not, right? Like, the Slowbro deck is probably not better than the Slowking deck. What if you played them both? What if you put Slowbro and Slowking in the same deck? Probably not worth it. Yeah, I'm just not sure. Gladian plus Brave equals 320. Shit, Nikes. So you'd have to play Gladian as your supporter. But, okay, I guess... Why aren't we just playing Festival Lead? Is Festival Lead not just better? The new Slowpoke is quite good. Yeah, 70 hit points. You could use Buddy Buddy Poffin now. Yeah. That is big. Yo, we got more content. Holy smokes, they're playing another game for fun. Let's go. Content, baby. Content. Fun game, fun game. Yo, is this standard? Let's freaking go. We've got standard. Hunter's got his freaking fossils deck. Yes, dude. With the Cinderaces and everything. And the Grand Tree. Oh, yeah. Let's freaking go. I told you Hunter's playing this freaking deck at the 6K. He's not playing, dude. Yeah, Hunter really wants to play this. But yeah, I think as far as I actually think Festival Lead is good, which I like can't believe that I'm uttering those words, but I do. I think that Festival Lead with Gladian is good. Now I could be getting fooled again. I definitely could be getting fooled again, but I think that it's the real deal this time. Just being able to do 320 damage very easily with the Festival Lead deck is crazy. Being able to knock out single prize Pokemon with Festival Lead is also crazy. I mean, against Alakazam, like, dude, you Gladian with Festival Lead, you just like Gladian and you can knock out Alakazams. Like, dude, it's like that. Like, I could knock out 2 Alakazam in a single turn. It's like that, you know? Like, that's crazy. That's insane. It's absolutely insane. I think Festival Lead's going to top 8 worlds. Yeah. Clock it. Freaking clock it, dude. I've been playing Secret Box in my Festival Lead for a long time. And it's even better now, for sure. But yes, I think that Secret Box is certainly the best ace spec for it. And with Secret Box, pulling off the Gladian play is like so easy. But yeah, clock it, dude. Festival League top 8 in Worlds. Festival League could win Worlds, guys. You know it's bad when I'm going for my second Mountain Dew. Second Mountain Dew of this stream at 1 a.m. And y'all tried the new Dirty Mountain Dew? It's pretty freaking good, to be honest. It's pretty tasty. It's like cream soda Mountain Dew. I don't know what Mountain Dew has done, but they've really figured out like the zero formula. It's so good. Like the sugar-free Mountain Dew, the Mountain Dew Zeros, man. They're so tasty. Like, I don't even need a sugar one at all. Like, why would I do that? The sugar-free ones are just so freaking good. Rampardos. Tails on the hammer flip. Hunter's got 2 bass doomed on setup. Oh, my God. How's the Mountain Dew Pokemon? Yeah, I guess it's pretty topical that I'm drinking 2 Mountain Dews during the pitch black pre-release, huh? How's the Mountain Dew Pokemon set looking? Seems fine. The Sableye lure out. I didn't look at this card yet. Let's see. More Pokemon proxies. Sableye is supposed to combo with Mega Malamar, right? Sableye. Reveal the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck. Choose any basic Pokemon you find there and put them on their bench. Not imagining that that's a winner strategy there. Wailord, I think, unfortunately, destined for the bulk bins. That card does not seem very good. Let's see, we got anything from Pokeka Book? Show me the deck recipes. Looking for like, what are the Japanese like tabletop gameplay channels? You know, wondering if they got any like sick gameplay. I'm trying to see Mega Rayquaza in action. You think we got any Mega Rayquaza? I guess you can't make a Mega Rayquaza video if if the whole set hasn't been released yet, right? No, I don't think Mega Zeraora, like, no way. Look, what do we got going on here, dude? Mega Audino with Mega Zeraora and Mega Zygarde? Like, what is that? The Iron Thorns Bastiodon deck? No, I haven't seen the Iron Thorns Bastiodon deck. No, I have not. Yo, what is the... I can't get my mind around this. What is going on here? Okay. Two of them. Love that. All right, so you've got the Mega Audino. The Mega Audino can accelerate energy into play. And, but what is the synergy between Mega Zygarde and Mega Zeraora? What is the synergy there? Can somebody in the chat, can anybody help me decipher? What is the... What... Zygarde takes fighting. Zeraora takes lightning. It's just Audino box and just plays whatever it wants. But why? Surely you're not just putting like random guys in the deck, right? Like, do you think is it as simple as like, well, it's like Zygarde and Zeraora, they both are Pokemon whose names begin with Z, and they're like this user's favorite Pokemon. We've got the flippy thing so that you could reflip with Zygarde, right? So I think we're trying to get 5 energy on Zygarde so that you can... Oh, no. The flippy thing only works on colorless Pokemon. So you can reflip with your Audino. That's right. Yeah, the flippy thing only works on colorless. Okay, so you've got the Audino. Right. Yeah, Mega Audino. Kaleido Waltz. Flip 3 coins for each head. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards. Wait, what? I didn't realize Kaleido Waltz was 2 energy for each heads. Wait, this card is broken. Holy crap. All right, deck busters. We're getting Mega Audino slop. Yeah, dude. Next episode of Deck Busters. Audino slop. Hitting the table. Yep. And you've got Crispin. 3 of the badges. That's pretty hype. Okay. I suppose. Mega Rayquaza Audino. There you go. Audino Joe. There we go. With Bouffalant. That's the deck. Audina. Mega Audina. Mega Rayquaza. Broken deck, dude. You know, now you just... And you play Fire Energy, so you could just play Moltres for your... You could play, like, multiple Moltres for your, for your grass matchup, right? Speaking of deck busters, Thad is here. Looking fresh with the new haircut. Thad has been joining me on stream lately. Jesse's out for a couple of weeks. Thad has been filling in for our Deck Busters show, but playing with Thad has been a lot of fun. I think he brings a lot of fresh energy to the tabletop streams, and I've really enjoyed having him as a co-host. So I imagine, obviously Jesse's gonna be back for his regular show spot as well, but I will also be featuring Thad, I think, pretty regularly, because I plan on just doing Deck Busters every single Wednesday. I mean, I really don't plan on missing, so having multiple guests lined up is always a good thing for me, because I if somebody can't make it, then I have multiple guests who can participate. Variety is the spice of life, chats. We got 55 players out here for our midnight pre-release. Dude, heck yeah. The no sleeve swag, dude, is so beast. You love to see it. Austin versus Thad, round 2. Ooh, it looks like Austin's got the lightning deck for us, so excited about that. Get to show off the new voltaic lightning energy, the new Miraidon. We'll see what Thad has. So Heather, oh, it looks like it's a lightning mirror. Cool. Heather just updated me. We've got 55 players, which means that everybody is guaranteed 3 booster packs. But if you go undefeated, you get 8 booster packs. So lots of motivation for these players to try and go undefeated tonight at Full Grip Games, as the undefeated players will be getting 8 booster packs to open at the end. Everybody else guaranteed 3. So the pre-release experience at Full Grip, you're guaranteed 7 booster packs with the Build a Battle kits. Getting 8 booster packs at the end. Wow, that'd be fire. It'll be exciting to watch these players open their kits, or open their the bonus packs at the end. And here we go. Round number 2. Underway. Miraidon Mirror. Now this Miraidon basic Pokemon with 120 HP. It's got the Photon Cord ability. If this Pokemon's in your active spot, is knocked out by damage from one of your opponent's Pokemon, move 2 basic lightning energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. And then this deck also has the Vikavolt in it. As we can see, the Thad opened 2 of the Grubbin Vikvolts. Going to be a major player in this matchup because it does not get one-hit KO'd by Miraidon. The Vikavolt has 160 hit points. Voltaic Lightning Energy does boost your damage by 20, so, that is a part of this. Quick Dive could also, I guess, try to target down Grubbin before they can evolve up into Vikavolt. And it looks like there is a Manectric in here. Okay, that's interesting too. Manectric. Has got the Flash Barrier attack during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's evolution Pokemon. That's pretty cool. So you've got some Manectric angle going on here with Flash Barrier. Sonic Edge goes through all effects of attacks, or all effects on your opponent's Pokemon. And Thad just got the Voltaic Lightning attached to the Grubbin, and a pass from Thad. Austin going Lightning to the Miraidon, and a pass. Doesn't bench the Grubbin in his hand or any of the other Miraidons, and didn't play Hilda either. So I am somewhat concerned for Austin, as he could lose this next turn. Certainly. It seems to me like you for sure would want to put the Grubbin down into play, as the Grubbin has to evolve into Vikavolt, so you want to get that guy down as soon as possible so that it can evolve up into Vikavolt, as we see Thad doing. Thad is just going to smack with Charge-a-Bug. Charge-a-Bug has the Vice Grip attack, does 30 damage, plus 20 more with the Voltaic Lightning Energy. And here comes Grubbin. Okay, very nice. There are also 2 more Miraidon in the hand, so I would really like to see Austin bench those other Miraidon. And Austin can actually make some magic happen here. Like, Austin could make a very powerful move if he plays this right. So what Austin should do, Austin should use Hilda to go get the Voltaic Lightning Energy out of the deck, and then attach it to the active Miraidon. Bench one of the other Miraidon in his hand, and then use Miraidon's Thunder attack to do 110 damage, which would knock out the Charge-a-Bug, right? And then the Photon Cord would only pass back 1 energy, but that's okay. Austin can't evolve that. He just benched it. Yeah. But Austin should bench these other Miraidon. Like, please bench the other Miraidon. Please bench the other Miraidon, Austin. No. No, Austin, no. Oh, Austin. It's okay. We all got to start somewhere. I suspect that Austin is just brand new and kind of like learning how to play. And honestly, pre-releases are a perfect environment to do that. I still remember, my first ever premiere event in the Pokemon TCG was a pre-release, Noble Victories pre-release. And I remember showing up to the event. I was super nervous because I had never been to a trading card game premiere event before. I had only ever been to a video game. I went to one video game regional in 2011, in like the spring of 2011. Yeah, like early summer, spring 2011. I went to a VGC regional. I think it was in like the DC area, Virginia area, something like that. And then Noble Victories came out that winter, and I went to my first ever Noble Victories pre-release, and I was like super nervous because I didn't really know how it all worked. And I remember walking over to like a few players who looked like that they knew what they were doing in the corner, and I was like, "Hey guys, this is just my first pre-release. Do we have to bring our own trainers to play with, or do you just like play with like whatever you open?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, no, you don't have to bring anything. Like you're good to go." And I was like so relieved because I just didn't. I was worried that I didn't have like the right stuff that I needed in order to play or participate, right? But that's why pre-releases are a perfect environment for new players to learn and kind of like get into the game, because you don't need to bring anything. You just show up, right? Show up, money in hand, and you get yourself a little kit, build your deck. Now back then, pre-releases were different because there was there were no build and battle kits. So the way that it used to be, you just opened 6 booster packs and you just had to build your deck from 6 booster packs. So a lot of people's decks like really sucked. Like they were like always pretty terrible, right? Unless you opened like a Pokemon EX. But Noble Victories, there were no Pokemon EX in Noble Victories. So like if you opened Kabalion or like Kyurem, you were probably winning, because those were like the big basics in that set. But if you didn't open them, then yeah, you were probably bodied. If you opened like I think there's a Virizion in that set too. So yeah, if you opened like any of those guys, you were probably chilling. No, yeah. I did not build a very good deck at the Noble Victories pre-release. It was not great. I got a Victini promo, but not the good one. There was like the fire one and there was the psychic one. I opened the psychic one. It was not very good. Now Thad is cooking. He's got Vikavolt out. Vikavolt. He's got the Giga Railgun attack. Will be doing 280 damage with that Voltaic Lightning Energy. And that'll do it. Yeah, 280 damage. And now Thad should just be able to sweep the rest of this game with the Vikavolt. Austin will not be able to charge up a Pokemon in order to really respond to it. Thad just kind of in complete control of the game and the situation. I think Austin kind of like learning in real time how difficult it is to play a trading card game without sleeves. I mean, you see just even how hard it is to like put it, even how hard it is to like put an energy underneath a Pokemon when you don't have sleeves. It's tough. Shuffling is hard without sleeves. Putting energy underneath Pokemon is tough without sleeves. Everything's tough without sleeves, to be honest. Everything. Gonna be another Giga Railgun there from Thad. Austin reading Ultra Ball saying, "Does this card save me?" It does not, Austin. Oh, this Vikavolt gonna be going ham. Giga Railgun, 280 damage again. This Miraidon can do 90. With Thunder. But Giga Railgun will finish the game for Thad. And there we go. That's going to be GG's. Thad moving on to 2-0. Austin falling to 1-1 after his round 1 win. Players who go undefeated tonight will be getting 8 bonus packs. Everybody enjoys 3 bonus packs for playing, in addition to the 4 packs that came in their kits. But lots of motivation to go undefeated tonight with the pre-release. I am really excited to see what ends up doing well at our Pitch Black 6K coming up in Gym Leader Challenge and Standard. Yo, check this out. The Indonesia Master Ball League. So this is like the first major event that has happened in our Pitch Black format. There was 1,300 players here, so that's pretty big. And then Festival Lead winning it all is kind of like the major story, right? Because this is a big tournament win for Festival Lead. And the thing about it is that it wasn't just one Festival Lead. Festival Lead 1, Pulp Blaziken 2nd place, Festival Lead 3rd, Pulp Dustnor top 4, Pulp Blaziken 5th, Marnie's Grimmsnarl 6th, Alakazam 7th, Straight Pulp 8th. But then there's another Festival Lead at 10th. Another Festival Lead at 16th. So there are like 4 Festival Lead decks in top 16. That's pretty crazy. And 2 in top 4. Personally like the winning list with the 2 Gladion. I feel like Gladion is such a good card in this deck that you kind of want to be playing the 2. I like that. I liked the Secret Box inclusion. I'm not totally sold on the Forest of Vitality necessarily. I don't really know that there's like a good time to play it, because like, when are you realistically using that? I guess would be my question, right? I guess it's to like spring a Rabska back into play instantly, I guess. But then if you're springing Rabska back into play instantly with Forest of Vitality after it gets knocked out, you aren't doing meaningful damage that turn. I mean, you're attacking once or whatever. So I'm not entirely sure about it. I guess you could like maybe Boss's Orders on that turn. If you have like the board set up to be able to do it, you could hypothetically like, but that seems like such a huge combo to have to like Boss's Orders, something that I can knock out with like 100 damage, like Boss's Orders, like a Dracloak, get my Force of Vitality into play, recover Rabska. Like, you know what I'm saying? It seems kind of like a lot. And thanks Solid RK for that sub, the 39 months over on Twitch. Appreciate you. But everything else, I mean, I really like. I really like the Secret Box. I really like the air balloons. I really like the 2 Gladian. 1 Kieran is like fine. Just having an additional switch out. The 2 Bangles is very good because Sea King actually turns into a monster with Gladian. And I think that that's kind of one of the biggest deals about the buffs to the Festival Lead deck is that Sea King goes from being kind of meh to like actually insane. Because with Gladian, you boost your damage by 80, so Rapid Draw is doing 140 damage, plus Bangle, you're doing 170 damage times 2, and you're hitting 340 damage. Crazy, right? Yeah, 60 plus 80, it's 140, 70, yeah, 170. Sheesh. It's just so much damage. It's crazy, right? Can attack twice, draw 4 cards. Gladian, you can only play Gladian if it's the last card in your hand. But you can like use Gladian and then search for things after the Gladian to put into your hand. Which is pretty cool. Pulp Blaziken got second. And it's a pretty straightforward Pulp Blaziken list. The Area 0 Underdepths. 3 Rare Candy. Love it. 2 Crispin. Is big for sure. Pult Nor. And this is kind of like your standard-ish Poltnor list. A Rose's Encouragement in there. 2 Crispin and a Roses instead of 3 Crispin. Just the 2 Bosses orders. 3 Crushing Hammer instead of 4. 3 Pults. No list for the Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Two Cannon in the Alakazam deck, though. That's pretty cool, too. So, Two Cannon, also a new card from Pitch Black. That is a nice little buff for Alakazam. As it does allow Alakazam to actually beat the Rockets deck, because the Rockets deck prevents all effects of attacks done to the Rockets Pokemon, but Two Cannon can just hit through all of that, so that is cool. And then the Toucannon is also just like a decent attacker, right? Not decent, I mean, it's kind of fantastic attacker. And its ability draws a card, so you have that as well. What am I doing up? What does it look like I'm doing? Did you read the title of the stream? Come on. We're at Full Grip Games streaming the midnight pre-release. You know what I'm doing up. It's the midnight pre-release at Full Grip Games. You know what I am here doing. Oh, check the Iron Thorns Bastiodon deck? Sure. Where are we? Festival Lead, Pulp Blaziken, Starmie Frostlass, Slowking, Dragapult, Hydrapple, Festival Lead, and Zorg, Festival Lead, Hydrapple, Stevens Metagross, Mega Excadrill, dude, top 32s. How far down am I going to have to scroll for this? Stevens Metagross in 20th place. Oh, yeah. With Mega Excadrill, too. Oh, yeah. And Psyspear Deoxys? Sheesh. And a Jellicent? Wowee. This is quite the deck, isn't it? 4 Lilies, 4 Judge, 4 Petrol. I mean, I do love this supporter lineup. I do. 4 Lily, 4 Judge, 4 Petrol. I mean, you're always doing something. In a deck without, like, Pheasantipity or, like, Dracloak, yeah, play 12 draw supporters, you know? Why the heck not? I love it. Yeah, that's kind of sick. All right, I'll build this. Is Excadrill legit? Excadrill just suffers from the same exact problems that all the other Mega Pokemon suffer from. It gives up 3 prize cards. It's really good at destroying Dragapult. Like, you get Excadrill going fast with 5 energy on it, Dragapult cannot beat that. Like, because Pultnor doesn't even... You can't even, like, blow up Dusknor and knock out the Excadrill with Dragapult. Like, you're still 10 damage short there. So, the Excadrill is very good at destroying Dragapult. But, like, outside of that, the Excadrill is not great. So, I actually like that there's a 1-1 Excadrill in here because it's kind of acknowledging that. Like, this Excadrill is very good at, like, the beating the Dragapult thing. But, like, outside of that, it's not like, the best thing ever. Deoxys is kind of funny. I just can't really believe that Deoxys is here, right? Like, are you ever really getting 5 energy on the Deoxys? You have to... Let's see. X-Boot. So I guess if you have two Stevens Metagross set up, you could go X-Boot twice. That's not nothing. To power up the Deoxys in 1 turn. That's pretty cool. Hey, here's a Mega Excadrill Metang list. Yeah, this is the Precious Trolley build. Thorns deck, top 128. Ceruledge, Iron Thorns, Bastiodon. No shot, dude. No shot. Iron Thorns is just so butt in, like, today's day and age, right? It's just not doing enough. Here's some hooting and hollering going on down there. Hooting and hollering. It's so insane to me that Iron Thorns won Worlds. But there were way more abilities that I think Iron Thorns was stopping back then. I mean, that was 2 years ago. And I guess Iron Thorn stops, like, Mega Kangaskhan. But you're not stopping the Dunsparce, and you're not stopping Dracloak. But I guess Bastiodon is good against... It's just, I mean, I think it kind of showed exactly what the issues are. I mean, I guess you're stopping, like, Ogerpon as well. You know, it got it got like 100th place. Like, I think it's an okay deck. I don't think it's necessarily a tournament winner. Seems all right though. Let's see who our round 3 feature match is going to be. Midnight pre-release. Let's go. Mr. Jack Martin. At 2-0, and it looks like we've got another sleeveless deck. These players must not know that they can use code TRICKYJIM at checkout on DragonShield.com for 5% off their order. They don't even know. They don't know, chat. They don't know. If they did know, they would probably have some sleeves. This will be the third and final Swiss round. Players that go undefeated will be getting 8 bonus packs. Everybody else will be getting 3 bonus packs at the end. And our players are welcomed and encouraged to open their packs on stream around the Pokeball table so that we can all see what the pulls are. Jack has got the sneakers deck. Hide and Sneak. Delmise, Sinistra, all those guys. And he's got 2 mulligans. And it looks to me like the metal deck mulligans a lot. But did Jackson get it? Is there an Excadrill in here? Well, that would explain the 2-0 record. If there's an Excadrill in Jackson's deck. If someone pulls the secret Darkrai, oh, that'd be sick. That is a common theme that I have seen with this metal deck. I think it only plays 4 Skarmory, right? So you got like the 4 Skarmory, and you've got like the 4 fossils. But you can't open a fossil. So you have to find a Skarmory. So everybody playing against the metal deck gets like a 10-card starting hand. Well, like I said, the metal deck only has the 4 Skarmory. That's like the build and battle kit. That's not even really Jackson's fault. That's just like what the build and battle kit is. The metal build and battle kit only comes with 4 Skarmory. Those are the only basics in the whole deck. So it mulligans all the time. We saw that in round 1 as well. Now, Relicanth would be a great fit in that deck. Honestly, if you pull a Relicanth, I mean, that's like an auto include in the Bastiodon deck for sure. And here we go. Round number 3 getting underway. Going to be the metal deck against the hide and sneak deck. Jackson starting off with a Pokepad. And let's see what he gets. It's going to be another Skarmory. Seems about right. And a pass. No Metal Energy attachment for turn. I think Jack has got a supporter in hand, but I don't know which one it is. It's Iris's, like... Jack's got like a handful of Pokemon, and is just going to be using Vengeful Anchor, I think, for 30. I don't know that there's anything he can actually do with this hand. I think the Iris's Fighting Spirit or something. It literally is Iris's Fighting Spirit. Wow. You can only use this card if you discard another card from your hand. Draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. Okay, so I mean, Iris's Fighting Spirit does draw a card. Doesn't look like it was a very meaningful card there for Jack. He discarded a Shuppet. And we'll Vengeful Anchor for 30. Does get a Shuppet into the discard pile, though. So has 1 of the sneak Pokemon in the discard pile now. Needs to get 4 in the discard pile in order to use Vengeful Anchor for 170. Jackson has got Petrol. We'll use Petrol for the Mine Stadium. And grab, looks like just going to be 2 fossils. Sorry, Jack had grabbed one. Going to get 2 armored fossils. Metal Energy onto a bench armor fossil and pass. I think that the winning strategy for Jackson will probably be to attack with 1 Bastiodon while having a second Bastiodon on the bench. I mean, that's a winner, right? These Skarmory suck, for sure. They are not very good. But I think Jackson has, Rare Candy Bastiodon. There it is. And so long as that Bastiodon is on the bench, Jack cannot attack with his Pokemon unless he's got 3 energy on them. So that is a big deal. And I don't suspect that there's any way to, like, target the opponent's bench Pokemon. So this is just huge, right? I mean, this is nuts. I think the issue that we saw with the Bastiodon deck earlier was that Jack Hooper tried to attack with a Bastiodon. And Hunter just got out to like a quick start with the Slowbro deck. But here, like, Jackson, I think, has got the right idea. Just slow and steady wins the race. Just build up the Bastiodons on the bench and let them kind of do their thing. Another energy to the Bastiodon and a pass. Now, what's interesting is that Jack can still actually use Sinistcha even with Bastiodon activated, because Bastiodon's Ancient Bulwark ability prevents all damage done to your Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon, but it doesn't prevent effects of attacks. So might be nice for, I don't know if it's possible, but if like Jack could attack with Sinistcha a bunch, I mean, Jack probably doesn't have time to do all that, to be honest, because if Jackson is able to set up 2 Bastiodon and is doing 160 damage a turn, I mean, it's going to get ugly pretty fast. And there we go. And that's double Bastiodon. I mean, that is like this is an extremely threatening situation. And Jackson's going for the triple Bastiodon. Just using the Skarmories as meat shields. Like, this is the best thing you could do in the Bastiodon deck. Just let the Skarmories die. They're actually terrible. Yeah. You never want to attack with those silly Skarmories. But 3 Bastiodon, dude. All right, now we've got ourselves a pretty intimidating board state. All right, Jackson here is cooking with the sleeveless Bastiodon deck. Yeah, Jackson knows exactly what he's doing. Jackson's playing this very well, I would say. The cool confidence of a sleeveless deck. I mean, the aura is pretty substantial, I would say. And now you see Jack kind of thinking like, okay, do I actually do this? Like, do I? And we see Jack. All right, Jack has got 2 energy on the bench Delmise, right? So things are going to get sketchy for Jackson. 3! There are 3, bro. 3 Bastiodon. Oh my god. 3 Bastiodon, dude. Things could get weird, I guess, but not really, because now that Jackson has 3 Bastiodon in play, all Jackson needs to do is attack with this one, hammer in, knockout, right? And then if Jackson can just find a Philippe, he'll be able to charge up the second Bastiodon, and he's got Philippe in his hand. All right, so Jack's got the 4 Pokemon he needs in the discard pile, but didn't promote the Delmise to take this knockout. So he's got Banette in the active. Banette can, search the deck for anything. Not going to be worth it, though. Just going to be a pass. So that's another free prize. And then Jackson's just going to start loading up the bench Bastiodon, and this is exactly how you win with the Bastiodon deck. I mean, played to perfection. Jackson identifying that the Skarmories are kind of the worst part of the deck, and that the winning strategy with the Bastiodon pre-release deck is just to set up as many Bastiodon as possible and then just use Philippe to power them up and attack with them, because they have 160 hit points. They do 160 damage. They are very good when they are protected by the Ancient Bulwark ability, and in order to protect your Bastiodon from your opponent's Pokemon, you actually have to have one on the bench. So you just have to set up as many as you can, which is exactly what Jackson has done. I really like the way Jackson didn't waste any energy attachments or energy trying to attack with those Skarmory, because they are just relatively weak compared to everything else in this pre-release format. Exciting to see these Bastiodon carrying. I think of the 2 cards, Bastiodon and Rampardos, Bastiodon is certainly the strongest of the fossils. I think that like Bastiodon and then like maybe Tortuga are 2 really good ones. But you see Jack, you see Jack just say, "Oh my God," with the Philippe. It's like, dude, it's 2 a.m. I'm getting Philipped. There's a Bastiodon. I'm getting Philipped. Like, it's over, dude. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. But, Jackson just has everything he needs in order to win this one. And there it is. GG's. Jackson Curate going 3-0. What a pop-off with the Bastiodon deck. Jack Martin falling to 2-1. And as players, As players finish up and get their bonus packs, they will be opening them on the stream match for us, or on the stream table for us. All right, we got packs. No, these players opened their packs off stream. Open them on stream. I'm going to call Hunter right now. Hunter, answer your phone. Answer your phone, Hunter. Look at my table. Packless. Look at you guys. Opening packs. You're killing me, Hunter. Packs. Finally. Show me some hits. Let's see them hits. I require hits. I want to see big hits. Who do we got on my table? There we go. Mega Slowbro. Yo, the Slowbro, Mega Slowbro pack from Hunter. That's pretty hype. Oh! 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 Woo! Let's go! Yes! Winner, 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 winner. Winner, 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 winner. Hey, there he is. He's a winner. Jack Martin. Let's go. Let's go. He may have gotten stunted on by a Bastiodon deck in the final round, but he was the winner after all. Absolutely insane. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Insane. Yo, that's definitely one of the nicest cards I've seen ripped during the rapid fire rounds. That's sick, dude. Insane pull there from Mr. Martin. You love to see it. Let's get more hits. Jack was the only one who understood the assignment. He came with the hits. Beautiful, dude. Absolutely beautiful card. Obviously going to be the chase card from the sets. Yeah, if you put that sucker on eBay, what do you think you can get for it on eBay right this very second? You probably get a cool 1,000 for it. 1,000 to 1,500, something like that. You think so? Yeah, I think it's a G easy. You put that on eBay tonight, $1,000 gone tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's the biggest hit in the set, so I could see it being that. The Slowbro art rare, nice. One just sold on eBay for $920. Nice. What else we got? What is that? Show hit. I'm calling Jack. Yo, Jack, congratulations.
Thank you. That was I will take losing the stream match for that poll.
I think so. I think so, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what's the plan? You got the biggest hit in the set. Are you a keeper or are you a seller on that one?
I don't know. I feel like I wanna sell, but I don't know. I mean, I just sold a bunch of stuff. It's definitely worth checking eBay to see what they're selling for.
I think Jesse just told me that one just comped for $920 like tonight.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're looking at like close to $1,000 probably if you sell it.
Yeah. If I'm getting close to $1,000, I think I gotta sell it.
It doesn't feel right to keep, right?
Exactly. 100%.
All right. Well, congrats, man. Congrats.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say
Of
that's
course.
hype. Yep. All right. See ya.
Yeah. Thanks. I'll see you.
All right. Hype, dude. Hype. Well, we got to witness like the best card in the set get pulled. It's as good as it gets, right? Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Definitely. And also great to see Jack get to open it, right? Jack is one of our league regulars, always supporting the shop here at Full Grip Games. So you love to see Jack pull something good. And that's going to do it for me tonight, folks. Getting out of here, okay? It's midnight. It's 2 a.m. Happy 4th of July. Full Grip Games 4th of July sale live now. 15% off everything site-wide. Shopping at Full Grip Games directly supports the content that I create here on Tricky Jim. And also, DragonShield.com, the best place for all your sleeves and accessories. You can use code TrickyJim at checkout for 5% off your order.